So this paint calipers in place thing, it's not the most ideal way of painting something. It can be done with a shit ton of prep work though. If you're mechanically inclined though, you're probably better off just removing the calipers and at the worst just bleeding the brakes when you're done. But the key to it is these things have to be ultra clean. So alcohol cleaner, brake cleaner, wipes, gotta get all the oil and residue off of them as much as possible. Gotta sand them to scuff that factory brembo paint, and you know, that's kind of key. Gotta scuff them, and you gotta have some good primer, high temperature primer, and you can see it really fills in, you know, everything real well. This is the primer I used. It's good for up to 2,000 degrees. It's really good primer. Really good stuff. And so you kind of see the same here. But the other key part of that is real good paint. So you got to use some really good paint, high temperature paint specifically made for calipers and hot surface areas, you know. And you can end up with that, you know, but you got to do a lot of prep work. There's a lot of little nooks and crannies and areas where you got to seal off well to make sure you're not overspraying. You're not getting paint onto everything, but it can be done. It's tedious and it's not going to be perfect. You're going to miss some areas 100%. I don't care how good a prep work you do, how much time you take, you're going to miss some areas of that caliper, either with the primer or whatever. It's just how it's going to be. So, and then obviously the last part of that is this right here. You need some good 2K clear coat with that hardener. Multiple coats of everything. So in essence, what you're going to do is you're going to clean the shit out of the caliper. You're going to sand it. You're going to clean it again. All the while you're going to prep. You know, in this case, I sealed off the whole car. That's mainly just because there's no circulation in this garage. But you're going to have a lot of taping, prepping, cleaning, sanding. So once you sand, you're going to prime, multiple coats of the primer. So about 4 coats spread out every 30 minutes to an hour. And then you can lay down the paint. You're going to do about 4 coats of the paint and spread out every 30 minutes to an hour. And then you're going to do the clear usually about 24 hours after the last coat of paint is what I would do with the clear. And kind of the same thing, about 4 coats spread out 30 minutes to an hour. And pretty much what I'll do is I'll inlay this brembo sticker after the last coat of dried paint before the first coat of clear, and then that'll seal the decal into the caliper under the clear. And then, you know, obviously the colder it is, the harder it is to get paint to dry or to work with in fucking general. But you know, I wouldn't drive the car for at least 3 or 4 days and let that paint and clear really cure really well. So again, it can be done, but if you have the slightest bit of mechanical inclination, you're probably better off removing the calipers. Paint them on the ground, seal them off, paint them on the ground, and throw them back in. It might not even honestly take that much longer. So